This morning we're going to be playing some Destiny 2, and we're going to be continuing our build here on the Ghost, and we have some pieces on our printer that are done, so we're going to check those out, and we're going to load up the last few pieces that we need to print in orange and translucent blue, but we don't have those colors, so we're going to load something different into the wall spot, and we'll print those today, and like I said, get a few games of Destiny in. So thank you for joining us this morning. We're gonna pop off for about an hour today and see if we can finish printing all of our pieces, and that way we can start building and see what we need to alter in CAD to sort of cut that out and make that what we want into a nightlight. We also talked about turning it into a mold, so we can do like a planter, a ghost planter, which we thought would be cool. So we'll see where it goes. We're going to finish that and go from there. And you can see on the screen what we have is the model by Bold Print Shop, and this is the large version of their Ghost, which fits perfectly on the wall spot. So there is no problem there. And we have printed, as you can see, almost everything. Now these are the failed prints. When we came into the studio the other night, the printer had paused about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours into this print. So you can see it only took about, I don't know, 1/4 of the piece before it stalled out. So for whatever reason, it crashed. You can kind of see right here, I'll put my finger, that's where it stopped, and the nozzle just kind of melted into the piece, right? So it did finish, however, these triangle pieces. So these little triangle pieces, luckily, were finished, as was the lens down here and the 4 pins. As far as I can tell, had completed before this had stopped. So what we did is, you can see on the printer, is we reprinted these 3 pieces, and those are getting ready to pull off. We'll put in some new filament. We have some bright green or some like neon blue, I think we can put in there to give those other pieces, the last 2 pieces we need to print, a really cool color to them. And so we'll do that, and then we'll load up Destiny and get a game of that in before we fire into those last pieces. So I'm going to pull these off over here, and that turned out good. Let's see if we can pop those off. There we go. There's that one. Kind of a janky first layer there, but that's alright. This is going to be sealed together. Let's see if we can find an opening on this one here. Wants to. I can tell it wants to. Come on. Come on. Ooh, this is a tough one. This is a very tough one. It is on there good. What we're going to do is we're going to just heat this bed up just a tad so the bed gets a little warm, and that'll help us sort of ease this tool under there just a little. So we're going to connect to the printer with the laptop that's running Cura. And again, I can show you that on this screen here. So we're going to go over here to monitor, and that will let us change the settings. Our build plate is at 22 degrees Celsius. Let's just raise that up to like 40, just to get that a little bit warm so we can get our tool under that piece just a little bit. Over here we have the F1 qualifying in Monaco. It's been really fun to watch. It's a really nice day there, and it looks like Lewis Hamilton got the pole. This is qualifying one, I believe. There may be a second one. It is stubborn. It does not want to lift off that. All sorts of debris on here. That off. Whew. All right. There we go. We are going to get those extra pieces off there. Let's put this back down to 22. We are going to disconnect from the printer. And we'll just power that back off. Okay, so sorry about that. Here we go. Here are the 3 pieces that were finished. So we have the sort of ghost halves that are going to form like this, it looks like. I'm going to do a lot of cleaning up around there. So these 2 ghost halves. Then this is called the key, and what I'm assuming is this piece here. It's got like a cavity in it, right? I believe you put the electronics in there, and then you put those up against the ghost. Then of course the lens goes in here. Nope, I'm guessing the lens goes in here, yep. So there's our lens, which is really cool. And then this, I'm assuming, does something like that. So this may be not necessary if you're not going to do electronics in it. This will hold, and there's links on here to the LED light that you need to make that glow, and you can see it kind of glowing up here in the picture, which is cool. We are going to use a night light to pop in there to make that glow. So we may not even attach this, we'll see. But anyways, these pieces came out much better. Obviously these are the failed pieces. We can get rid of those now. So those are toast. And we'll put these pieces down right here. All right, now before we load up all the other pieces and change the filament, we are gonna get a game of Destiny 2 in. So let's pop over here and we are gonna load up. Katybug's been busy, $4.95. We're gonna load up this, and I'm assuming we have a strike we need to run, some things we need to do for our daily things, right? Oh, we need to do some stories. That's no fun. We're gonna run a strike, and actually we need to pause the music. That's again Julian Avia, SoundCloud, Julian_Avia. Ridiculously chill, good beats, especially for this weekend morning, just easing into the weekend here. We are going to pull that down. Now let's pull Destiny back up. Okay. All right. Now let's get a strike going here. And we're still trying to do this mission, which is arc kills and fusion rifle kills during a strike. So while I'm not, oh, we have a bunch of these to unlock, which is going to be awesome. I don't run a fusion rifle normally, but I need to vault those. But I'm just running one now to get that pursuit taken care of here. This one. Fusion rifle kills during a strike or nightfall. So I'm trying to knock that one out. I don't know, I'm a third of the way there. So we're gonna do that. Let's see what one we got rolling here. Okay. do this.
Hey, hero. I thought you might come back here. What with your buddy getting laid out? You looking for some closure?
Escaped prisoners are destabilizing the reef. Came back to finish the job.
Noble, let me run tactical for you. I've scoped the place out already. You want to stem the chaos, you'll have to take out the warden's servitor. Things gone crazy.
Prison of Elders welcomes you. Impress your warden.
Oh boy.
Barracks?
Oh boy.
Hell no.
It's
Barracks
true,
left
that.
his pet servitor behind. And the thing went
Oh, that's
nuts.
right, this is a
Thinks
sub.
it is him.
Okay.
It's running the whole prison through some kind of combat drills.
I was gonna say, give me that. Oh, is this the oh, this is the trains.
Only way to go deeper is past
Great.
this prisoner transport. Drifter, you seem like you've got some intel on this place. How many cell blocks did they open?
Let's just say you're in for the biggest gunfight to ever happen in prison. I'm a little jealous.
Incoming.
Oh, that train wiped into it. Let's wait for one more, just to be safe. Good. Should be able to make that. I'm glad you guys didn't see the first time I ran this. I was a bit unprepared. Not really knowing how it all works. So, it's a lot more fun now, that's for sure. Probably should have grabbed a bike. Easy. Just lead him into traffic. Alright. I like going this route because there's a little groove under the... Get those fusion rifle kills. We have 300 to go. Oh man, I thought... That's dumb. Sorry guys, that's dumb. I hate dying on these stupid trains. Alright. Such a long part of the game without, or the strike, without really killing on the enemies. Anyways. Be out of that. No, actually, there's still a boss fight with all those people in trains. That's right, this is our submachine gun. Usually we have a scout rifle here. So let's just go up and pop this guy. Oh shoot. like cheating almost. Unlimited ammo because I have these boots, these Luna boots. So it's just
Important target, Guardian. Kill or be killed.
Whoa, wait, did we already kill him? Nice, nice. Alright. Let's go revive our buddy. Alright, perf. Took care of that quick. I love that fusion rifle, heavy. I've been running that for a while now.
Cabal war machine is on the march.
There were Red Legion in here? Good. I hope they stewed.
They started the war, but they lost everything.
Alright. Let's do a little bit of this. Nice work. Oh, that was my teammate. Oh, he's got the little fusion ball. Alright. Oh no, that's just this. What? Let me grab lift B. Alright, well. We have joined our allies in the prison of man, that takes a minute to charge. Get rid of those suckers.
Dismantle mine.
Yes.
Or
There's A. Oh man. Get that green. Oh wait. For some reason I thought that was a servitor. Get it! Oh, he's got a super cannon. Nice. And then I think we just have a boss left. I'm remembering this right. Got a blue ski over here. Nice.
you face final round. A mighty cabal challenge.
Mister. Oh, sent to postmaster. I'm all filled up. We'll do that next. We'll go unlock all of our things.
You survived the prison of
Oh man, I remember how important it was to be...
Waits below.
Not important, but how fun it was to try to be the first person down here to the chest. And every now and then you'd see people die because they were just trying a little too hard.
That warden servitor put a whole prison in front of you just to keep you away.
See, I wonder if
Survived.
that means anything.
That's messed up.
Those...
Looks like the trickster left you a present. I always hated her.
I think it went like 4, 3, 4, or 3. If that means anything.
Where the warden's servant
All right.
keeps his closest friends and angriest inmates. Good luck.
Got this. Need some green ammo. There it is.
An old friend is here. Judgment at hand. Oh, strategist.
Wow.
Aru.
Nice.
Thanks for your help out here.
It was too easy.
So, hey, confession time. Spider asked me to get a crew together to take the prison back from the Barons. And you did great. So, I'll clean
Yes,
up behind
Chiron's
you.
cure.
And
Yes.
Spider will sell this place back to the Awoken.
We want a cut.
I like your style. But
All
you
right,
all
let's
already
see.
got a cut. It's right there in front of you.
20, right? 20
Right.
fusion rifle kills? Or did we have 79? I thought we had 71. Anyways, getting there. Okay. Oh man. Probably had a scout rifle. Probably, I mean, I had to supercharge the whole time. That boss fight was all of about 5 seconds. Alright. We're gonna head there to unlock all of our stuff. In the meantime, we're gonna change filament over here. So let's get that going. I'm gonna pull over to the... Let's let this load into the tower here. Okay. Whoa, the postmaster is almost out of room. I have so many items. Nice. Okay. So I'll tab out here. What I want to do... Let's pull this down. What I want to do is... Okay. So we have 2 more things to print. These little orange, like winglet tips, right? There are orange here. There are 4 of those. Those are wing inserts, and they want those printed in orange if you want to match the model. And then there's something in translucent blue, and that is called the lens. And I'm assuming that sits over this right here and forms that, you know, blue glow that you see in there with the LED. So we might as well print it. We're going to just print those together in the same color. For time's sake, when we do the official version, when we see how it all assembles, we'll make decisions on what colors from there. But just to save time and to finish up, you know, round 1 of this, let's print both of those. And what I have is a neon green and a neon blue, and I think we're going to go with the neon blue for this one. So I'm going to pull over here to the 3D printer cam, and we're going to put neon blue. We're going to take the black out, and we're going to put neon blue into the lol spot here. And then we're going to load up those two pieces, and we'll get those printing, and we'll go back into Destiny. And apparently our mailbox is full, so we'll unload that and go from there. So what I'm going to do over here on the printer is I'm going to heat the printer up. I should probably turn it on. So I'm going to heat the printer up to around 200 degrees Celsius. That is the melting temperature of the PLA. And because the PLA has worked its way down into the nozzle here, you want to heat it up to pull it out. And when you put the new stuff in, kind of want to push that through. So in this case, we are using blue. So we get rid of all the black filament that's inside of the nozzle equipment, and we push that out. So over here on the computer, that's attached to the Lulzbot running Cura. I'm going to connect to the printer, and I'm going to tell that hot end mechanism to heat up to 200 degrees, and that'll start doing that. So let's say 200, and say preheat that for us. And there'll be a little graph here that shows. Yeah, that's a terrible view. Let's see if we can move this here. It's as low as we get though, unfortunately. So we'll do that for 1 second. We're going to go get the blue, and we'll flip that out. Okay, so here we have the blue. This is PLA by Polymaker. Oh, that's so flipped. That's so flipped around. Here. Polymaker PLA. And this is like an electric blue color, which is pretty cool. Brand new, so we're going to pop this out. So let's do that right now. Okay, and if we can, we're going to get this right there is good. So we can see it's at about 180 degrees right now. What we need to do is open up this bag here. It has been sealed, which is really nice. And that way, when you're done with it, you can put it back in its bag and seal it back up. So let's rip that off. All right. So here we have it. Some do not eat silica gel cubes in here to suck up the moisture. You don't want this, that's why it's in the sealed bag, is you don't want any moisture getting to this. It will make this brittle. Okay, so right now we're at 200 degrees, which is perfect. So again, we want to move the print head over a little bit so we can get to it. So we're going to go down here, and we're going to say, hey, go to the left. Let's go about 10 millimeters there. All right. Then let's pop this up. See if we can't see into what we're doing here. Okay, perfect. So we're going to pop that, and off it comes. And again, we like to run it through one of these loops so it doesn't spin out on itself. So you just kind of stick it through one of these side holes here, That way it sort of doesn't like roll out on itself. All right, we might as well put it in this bag. With the silica gel for now. All right, and now we have our blue, and as you can see, the blue is even woven through this as well. We'll need to cut this piece off. So let's sort of pop this out. Pop that out there. And then what we'll want to do is sort of cut this end. So we have a nice sharp end to feed in there. And again, if we can get this on camera, this is Polylite PLA, 210 to 230, 40 to 50 millimeters per second is the speed. So that's right in line with these parts we're printing, which is perfect. So we're going to loop this up here. We're going to feed this down in to the filament hole, which is perfect. And what I'm going to do real quick is get this view back here, because we should see the black filament that was left over being pushed out, right? And it will eventually turn to this pure translucent blue. Now in the meantime, what I'm going to do over here on the laptop is I'm going to what's called extrude the filament until it's completely blue and all that excess filament is gone, or old filament is gone. I'm going to hit extrude, and again that's going to spin this gear. It's going to push it out, and you can kind of see right now it's like half black, half blue. And just to be sure, we're going to do a couple more. This is almost like a translucent blue, so it almost fits right in with this translucent aqua PLA, which will be cool. So let's pull this out. Alright, let's get rid of this. Trash this. And we are ready to go. So now you can see we have that blue filament all loaded up and ready. We're going to tell the computer now to go back down to 20 degrees. In fact, we're just going to extrude one more time. Okay. And then we'll set that to 20, and away we go. Okay. So we've done that. What we need to do then is load up the pieces that are going to print. That's, again, just a few more pieces, 5 pieces technically. So let's go over to our PC here, and again we need the lens, which is quantity of 1, and then we need the wing inserts, which is quantity of 4. So let's go over here to Cura. Let's load this up, and we are going to load into our print bed here those pieces. So we're going to say open file, and there is lens. Alright, there's the lens, real easy, just a disc, and again that's going to take 2 minutes to print. And then we're going to open up the wing insert. Oh, that's what those are. You know what? Bold print shop. has that backwards. Because you can see down here what we printed, these. Oh, these are called horns. But see these things called wing inserts? That's these pieces right here. What are the wing inserts? I'm assuming that's these pieces right here in between each of the wings, right? Those should be printed in black according to this, but down here, wing insert, orange. Anyways, I'm assuming that we have all the things we need, and these will just be printed in blue. What are you gonna do, right? Now, let's go back to this piece, and it obviously is gonna have a hard time printing like that. We're gonna wanna lay it flat on its side. So we're gonna go over here to rotate. We're gonna rotate on this axis, 90 degrees, flat. And there it is. And of course we need 4 of those, so we're gonna right click on this, and we're gonna say multiply, and we need 3 more of them. Alright. And that's how it wants to arrange them, that's fine with us. We're gonna put this right up here. Done. So, after everything is said and done, that is a 1 hour and 14-minute print, and then we'll have, as far as I can tell, we'll have all of the pieces that we need, and we'll assemble it together and see what it looks like, and glue it. I know it said you could use magnets. I'm just going to glue this one together and see how we can adapt that to our nightlight for the next round of print and plays. Okay, so let's get this rolling over on the printer, and then we'll fire Destiny back up. We've got about 20 minutes, and then we'll go to the postmaster, clear out our mailbox, get all of our engrams taken care of, and then do another strike. Hopefully we got some new weapons to try out on that. So real fast over here. I'm gonna turn everything off so this resets for us. Let's open those files over here on the printing computer. The computer I'm showing you, this is different from the one that actually prints the files. So I'll just do this again real quick. And those were wing inserts. Alright, and there that is. And we know we need to rotate that 90 degrees. Perfect. We're going to multiply that out 3 more times. So we have a total of 4 of those. Perfect. It arranges them a little bit different. Sure. And then we are going to get the lens and open that up. And everyone is happy. Let's prepare that. We're going to turn our printer back on here. Let's prepare that and see what kind of time it's going to give us here. And let's pull this back up while we're at it. Well, we know now that these wing inserts are these middle pieces, and again, we can make those blue, green, purple, yellow, doesn't matter. It's black on this model. And then these horns, they're called. These little tips are printed in black for this ghost, but again, those are interchangeable as well, so it would be cool to make some really cool color combinations just with the PLA. Of course, you could just do everything in white and paint it, like we're doing with our Switch death box here, right? Okay, so we are going to print this. nice puppy. But before we do that, I want to check the firmware settings of the printer super fast. This is a new version of Cura, so sometimes it has updates for the printer. So we're going to manage our Wallspot Mini. We're going to say upgrade firmware. And there is a firmware update. So maybe we can look at the patch notes and see what was fixed in this firmware update. Usually it's some code that has to do with the way it operates and prints. So perhaps it'll be a little bit better print each time they update. So we'll see. And it's updating the firmware right now. It has a little progress bar. It's at halfway, moving pretty quick. What we're going to do while we're waiting on this, okay. I'm guessing we have about 10 seconds here, and then the printer firmware will have been updated. Most recent version. This is the most recent version of Cura 3.6.8 is what we're using. I can probably change that right here on the gear list. It's like version 3.6.8. Perfect. Right there, live. Okay. Do a disconnect and a reconnect. Usually when there's a firmware change, I just like to disconnect, turn it off. You know, some of that new firmware may be on startup, and because it's already started up, it hasn't ran that code yet, right? So let's fire that up. Let it go through its sort of opening sequence there. Alright, then we're going to connect to the printer. Connected via USB. And now we are going to go back and we are going to print that piece. And away we go. Now let's pull our 3D printer up. Let's get this situated here. There we go, that'll give us a good view. While it's calibrating and going through its, whoops. Get this piece here. And again, these are trash. We can get rid of these pieces. These are our failed prints. You can see that infill there. So again, these have that 15% infill. So they're not completely hollow, so there's some structure to them, but it has this like lattice work inside of there to sort of keep that solid structure. Okay, so these three are failed prints. We're going to get rid of these. We can do something with those one day or something. We'll put those in our failed prints pile. These are our pins. And again, this is the ghost. It's going to go together. And it has that cool design on it. Right? And then this is going to connect to it. And then this here is the lens. It's going to sort of go over top of that. So, these are the last pieces printing right now. The printer is going through its startup process. We're going to let this print start, and then we're going to pop back over into Destiny as the print is happening, and we'll go from there. So, I'm gonna pop this over one more time to show what we're printing. Again, it's the 4 wing inserts and the lens. Well, what you just saw there was a failed calibrating step, which means there's something on the nozzle, so it's not making a connection with this, you know, the metal nozzle and the metal tip aren't connecting. That usually means there's a little bit of plastic or some junk on the nozzle, so when it touches, there's no electricity passing through. So that's okay. We're going to go back over here. We can just resend this, and what we're going to do is connect back to our printer. We're going to send it back up to its home position so we can clean that nozzle off. It should be nice and hot right now. Yeah, it's at 150. So we're going to say home all. And this is a crucial step we missed. We didn't brush this off, right? So let's take care of that right now. Okay, we also like to clean our bed with a little IPA. So let's get that bed, all those little chunks off right here, especially from that last print. Make sure that bed is nice and clean. A little chunk right there. Ah, that's rough. Looks like it's a chunk in the actual build plate itself, so we gotta be careful with that. This Lulzbot is a few years old, so it's probably not a bad idea to order a new layer of PEI, which is the surface that we're printing on here. So let's okay. Do one last little clean here. And without further ado, let's try this again. I'm going to go over here and say, let's fire this up again. Actually, we have to abort. Oh, this is... sorry. The problem we're going to experience is one of the steps that pulls the filament almost all the way out before it does its calibrating, so there's nothing leaking out, you know. And then the very final step is it pushes it back into print. So right now the filament is almost pushed all the way out. So when it does that step again, it's just going to shoot our filament out the top. So let's fix that. So we're going to heat this back up to 200 degrees. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that extrude tool to push until we get material back out, and then we'll hit print again. So troubleshooting live. Here we go. We're going to heat this back up. There we go, 200. It's at 83. We're going to shift that back into heat. There's our jams back. I guess we only get the jams in this view. We'll have to work on that. I like the jams. Alright, we're at 96 degrees and climbing. That needs to hit 200. We're going to extrude some of that material back out before we print that again. Alright. And now we have, we go from F1 qualifying to professional cornhole. The ACL women's doubles final. So this is like ACL, American Cornhole League. The Johnsonville Cornhole Championships. Yep, there it is, the American Cornhole League. Wow. Okay, so we're heated up to 185. We're going to start this extrusion process. So let's start pushing this through. And what we should see over here in our printer is that material starting to come out. And once we see that, we'll know that we're primed and ready to go. And we can pull that print job back up. And I see the beginnings. There it is. And there's a good flow now. Perfect. We're going to do one more extrude, and then we'll print away. Okay, let's start this print. Alright. And now we just need to top this up. So once we go down to 140 before it does its work, we're going to wait till it hits about 140. We're at 189 right now. And dropping. Make sure that nozzle is nice and clean. I'm going to run this back. Alright, we're going to let it go through its calibration there. We will be right back. Give me 1 second. We get one more coffee. Much better showing. Much better showing there. I know the jams are going to stop, so let's pull this 3D printer up real quick. Going through its calibration. Okay, it is ready to go for that first layer. And again, this is a 1 hour and 14-minute print. Let's pull this back up here. Right here, we're looking at a 1 hour and 14-minute print. So that'll be done this afternoon. We're going to pull this back up. And we're going to get a game of Destiny 2 in right now. Let's pull this down. We're going to pause our jams. We're going to go back here. And one last time, we want to see this first layer go down good. And then once this first layer is down, we're going to outline, and then we're going to do those first layer just to make sure everything's flowing and looking good before we pop into Destiny. That way we're not like mid Destiny and this thing's printing spaghetti over here. So let's double check that. Make sure everything looks great. Again, it's firing up to 225. That's what the settings were from the Bold Print Shop Thingiverse page on the instructions. And we are at 210 right now, so I'm guessing this will start in about 10 seconds. And again, we just want to make sure that first layer has a good flow to it and everything looks good. And then we'll fire up Destiny here. Now this filament is pretty hard to see. It's like a see-through bluish, as you can see up there. When there's a whole spool of it, it's very solid blue. But when it's coming out, it's a very see-through blue. It's like a translucent, which is almost exactly what they wanted on these. This lens itself, which is pretty cool. Now the print temp on this is 210 to 230. We're at the top end of that. We're at 225. And we'll see how that looks. Alright, so far so good. Let's pull up our game of Destiny and let's nail some things on that really fast. I'm going to pull that up. I'm going to switch over here to the multicam. Perfect. So now again, these are the pieces we've printed so far down here on our board. This is our kind of our cleanup board. You can see a bunch of debris as we're cleaning these things up. And further down the page over here, you see the 3D printer printing that piece. And then up here, this is our Destiny character. Again, we are multiverse. The E in verse, the first one being a 3. You can find us in the game. You can friend us. We can run some strikes, some raids. We can, do whatever you do in Destiny. So again, I'm in Apex Legends from our last print and play. If you want to find me in that as well, and Katybug as well, we all play on this account. So everyone here at Multiverse plays on this account, which is cool. Okay. So let's start over here with the Postmaster, and let's see, let's pick up some of those. We can probably pick up these pieces. Everything that's sort of grayed out, I'm assuming, is things that we just don't have room for. So let's take care of that right now before we do anything else by going over to the vault and just dropping a bunch of this gear that we're not using at the moment. So let's access the vault. Excuse me, 1 second. All right, so sorry about that. I had a sneeze attack. That was crazy. What we need to do is get rid of a bunch of these gear here that we're not using. So let's take care of that. We'll start right up here. And let's go through. And we can sort of vault the ones we don't really use. So it's funny, we actually use... Well, we don't use that. We can get rid of that. Get rid of that. We use the Nameless Midnight quite a bit. That's a shotgun that we just have around if we need it. Better Devils is a hand cannon that a bunch of people told us was awesome, but I'm just not a hand cannon person. Peace. And that's a fun gun that we had from Destiny 1. And this is a really fun auto rifle. We'll keep that around for now. Down here, we have this fusion rifle because we're doing the pursuit where we need fusion rifle eliminations. So we have that around. That auto rifle is ridiculous. It just generates orbs like it's its job. Of course, I think we need that to finish off a mission. And that is a rad sniper rifle, but unfortunately it's a 300. So we're gonna, and it's a masterwork, which is cool that we found that. We're gonna bury that one, because it's just out of its league right now. This rifle, auto rifle, is ridiculous because it has 50-some bullets and it just is very stable. I feel like it just unloads. We don't need the sidearm. We don't need the sidearm. I've seen that aesthetic before. Whatever gun company in this game makes that definitely has that same kind of aesthetic to it, right? Alright, we're not going to use that. We do like that shotgun. I do like that submachine gun. It's starting to get a little underpowered. So we'll keep those around in our energy weapons. As for that, we don't need that sword. We'll keep that around. And our linear fusion rifle is our go-to sort of boss laser, so we're going to keep that in there. Let's go over here to our helmets. I mean, right now I'm just going with whatever's higher at the moment, so we're going to bury this one in the vault. We're going to get rid of you, you, and you. And As hard as I worked for this Chiron's Curse. Peace out. Okay, these boots. No one needs them. No one needs them. We are running the Luna faction boots, which just gives us unlimited ammo when we're in one of our rifts, which is feels like a cheat code. So I'm going to keep running those for a while. And of course we can put... Well, we have 2 of those. So let's get some shards. Alright. Perfect. And I don't think there's anything down here that we need to bury. Oh, yes. We need to get rid of a few of these. So... we can put that one away. I don't want that one. Interesting. I do like that one a lot. I just like the color and the sort of the design, especially. I love how your shader changes your top level sort of graphic too, which I think is pretty sweet. Design part. I do like that one quite a bit. Well, I guess until we get all 4 guns, we don't need that one. So let's bury that one. And I never play Gambit, so that'll never make any sense. That's pretty sweet. I kind of like that. Alright, well, we'll see what our new one is. This is good for now. We'll keep those around. Of course, I got to keep the OG, right? So, and we are... Oh, I just wondered why this one was sort of... Okay. All of our pursuits. Okay, now we got to take care of those. So let's run back over to our postmaster here. And we'll pick up cheese and Pete's. I guess we have a lot of stuff. Alright. Let's pop back into here. Boom, that filled out quick. Cold Heart. Trace rifle. Ooh. I've never used a trace rifle. We gotta keep that around. Cut and run. We've already had one of those. The Vestian Dynasty, we just got that. We're gonna get rid of that. We don't need the cut and run. We don't need the shotgun. Go figure. I feel like we've already had that one. We'll keep that around just for a second. Okay. Let's go back in and keep grabbing these. We do not need the blue skis, especially the blue sidearms. What we got here? An auto rifle. We don't need you. And right side of wrong. I thought we just got that one. I'm pretty sure we have that one. Hold on. We can get rid of these 2. Peace out. Peace out. Well, there's another one right there, right? So let's just zap that one. And we'll zap that one. Okay. Now, we can zap that one. Get some shards. And we have 2 misfits now. Rapid fire, snapshot, sideways, rapid fire, pulse monitor. What? I don't know. Well, that's not a bad one to have. And let's see what this one is. No. I'm never going to slide to reload. Alright. Let's scrap this one. Perfect. And I believe, just to make sure, yes, we have no more from him. Now let's go down to Tess.
Well, what can I do for you, Guardian?
Oh, and we have a gift. Thank you, Tess. Perfect. We also have a couple engrams. Let's pop these. A small gift of bright dust. Thank you. Alright, last one. Here we go. A ghost projection and a shader. I don't know what it... Well, we'll find out. Alright. And now we do have the Risk Runner. I don't think we have the Panama Ravine. I've never heard of that one. Let's see what this looks like. That's pretty sweet. And I'm assuming it's like crazy electric effects too. I'm wondering when you shoot it. We might buy that. That could be cool. That is a cool ghost. Pretty basic. We could make that in CAD and print that out as part of our ghost project. A nightlight would fit real easy right up in there, wouldn't it? Okay. Let us back out of this and go talk to Raul and see what he will decrypt for us. We have a couple. 7. What's the lowest, highest? What is the highest? Whatever, it doesn't matter. A bow, which we don't use. Oh, it's the same fusion rifle we have now, but hopefully it's a much higher light. I think it's 560 something. Another one of those bows. They're really pushing these bows. I've had 4 of those now. Alright, I already have that one. This is my 4th one. I already have that bond. I already have that gun. I already have that gun. Well, sorry, that was pretty unexciting. It was all stuff I've already owned. So, that's okay. We are going to... Oh, it looks like one of those didn't fit. Oh, and of course it's one of the guns because we're full up here. So we can dip out one of these. Now we'll put that in vault because I'm not sure exactly which bow we have, and if Katybug likes bows, then all of them will be there. Alright, so let's vault those. I'm pretty sure we already had that one. Okay. We can take that now. And let's just vault everything, and we'll go talk to the gunsmith, because I think we're going to get the Ace of Spades. So let's roll this in here. And we don't need that, or that, or that. Just in case I don't already have those. Oh, much better. Okay, perfect. We can just scrap that one. Oh, we'll want to put that in there. Okay. Let's equip that one. We can get rid of this. Let's equip that one. We can get rid of that. Crooked Fang has been... And let's equip that one. Oh, Finest Matterweave. I'll take it. That looks important. Okay. Now let's do one more thing. And we're going to vault that because we don't need it. And we're good there. And yeah, we got to try that trace rifle out. In fact, let's equip that trace rifle now. Sweet. Okay. Let's go talk to our gunsmith.
You did it. Peace is yours now. I'm glad. Cage will be glad too. Ace. Ace is in rough shape. Ain't seen this kind of corrosion since can't remember. Anyhow, Cade would have kept spare parts in his own personal loot stashes. Yours too now, by rights.
By rights.
Track him down, bring me the parts. We'll get this piece burning in.
Einstein D. What is that? A pulse rifle. Full auto pulse rifle. Let's try this out. Alright, we'll save half those for K-Debug. We'll use half. Let's see what we got here. Looks like a shotgun. And it is. Alright, cool. We'll let that chill.
Stay sharp.
Alright, so let's do a strike. We'll go talk to... I think that just means we have things to turn in. So let's pull a strike here.
Need to bump up production if this war's gonna last.
And we'll check out this trace rifle. Let's pull up our 3D print while we're waiting here. I think the lens is done. It was only a few layers high. Now those wing inserts. Are looking really good too. So we're about, looks like about 30% of the way into the print. So looking good. This strike loaded up quick. Let's go back to that. All right, sweet. Okay. Oh, I've not done this one yet. All right, sweet. That's where we're biking it. Oh, dang, this trace rifle is nuts. And I still have a ton of ammo for it. Wow. Alright. Let's catch up to our crew here. Take that orb.
These crystals are pure crystallized sulfide. They must be the source of the energy spike.
It's sticky. Nice.
Look at this place. It's disgusting.
That's hive corruption. We can't risk any more of it. So get moving. I've been reading more about Nokris. He's a necromancer, something extremely rare for the Hive. He can actually reanimate dead Hive. You're going to have to take them all out, permanently.
Out of ammo. No greens. There we go. Get that green back. Take longer. That was about 1 second. This guy. All right. Gotta catch up with my crew. Joining allies. Too slow. Sorry about that.
Stop him now and save Mars.
Comes invincible. Yep, alright. We got this. Wow, they're not even letting him get out of the portal. Save some for me. These guys are killing everything. There he is. Oh, that was a little far. Oh, let me see his face. Come on. There it is. Nope. Out of perps. Alright. Oh man, he's just pelting me. I'm behind some cover here. Alright. sneaking those shots in right there. Alright. I got you. There's one. Oh, that's two. That's both. Oh, I don't have... Crap. Oh, now I can't see him. There we go. We got unlimited ammo in this thing. Just unload on him. I didn't hit him. Shoot. Alright. We're like supercharged right back up. This is perfect. Alright, we got more perks. Let's reload that. Nice. Alright, we'll supercharge. Bring it! I'm unlimited ammo. Alright. How much time I got? 4, 3, 2, 1. Gotta go. Get him. Yeah. Nice.
Energy readings have returned to normal. I knew you were duped, Guardian.
Thank you, Commander. We're always here to help.
Some gloves, a fusion rifle. Alright. Not bad. Good job, crew. Oh, they both left. Well, that was a good crew. I mean, I was so wrapped up into my own world. They were holding down their forts over there. It was a good kill. Alright. So, we're going to go back to orbit here. We're going to call it a day. These are going to be done printing in about, well, we're almost to 50%. So if we were talking 75 minutes, we got about a half hour left on those. So, alright, I'm going to pop out because I know Katybug's going to want to play a little bit of Hunter today. So we'll get that ready. I want to say thank you for joining us here at Multiverse Studios. We are almost ready to assemble our Destiny 2 Ghost model. We're going to build that up and then we're going to adapt it using CAD to hack it up a little bit so it fits right onto our nightlight. So I want to say thank you for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. We had a lot of fun playing. We had a lot of fun making. We had a lot of fun creating. So have a great weekend. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. And I will talk to you all soon. Peace. All right. Bye.